everyone, and welcome back to Nafi's Not Facing Garden. I recently, precisely in the third week of June 2021, paid a visit to the David Austin Rose Centre in Albrighton, Wolverhampton, in England, and I was really blown away by the tour. And I decided to share with you guys what I had seen. And please stay tuned and come along with me. Thank you. Straight from the main entrance, there is a one-way system in place, probably due to the COVID-19 measures. And in this area, you have items such as the plant feed, that's rose feed, gardening tools, and other accessories by David Austin on display. And the one-way actually leads directly into the garden itself. It's well signposted, but in this area there are large potted roses which are marvelous, as you can see. This particular one was a Princess Alexandra of Kent rose. Sorry guys, my camera was a new one and I wasn't really comfortable with it. It was a Canon that I used for the first time, so some of the images were out of focus. Next to it is Desdemona rose, lovely and delicate. This container grown beauty is Hyde Hall. I was massively distracted by the scent coming from Gabriel Oak. I have heard a lot about it, but in person, the scent of it was to die for, and it's definitely one that I will be acquiring at some point. Just look at the size of those blooms compared to my hand. Again, another container planted rose. This is the Lady of Shalott with its lovely apricot blooms. The same theme carried on throughout this area, and it just goes to show that container planted roses can thrive. All of these were hooked up to drip tubes, and I believe with adequate feeding and care, container planted roses will thrive in the appropriate growing conditions. Now I'm making my way to the long garden. Lovely archways. Like I said, the entire garden is well signposted. This is an entrance to the garden room, foods on offer, cake, sandwiches, etc. Just taking that site, lovely arches and pergolas adorned by climbing roses. I was actually here 3 weeks earlier in haste to witness all the beauty, but most of the flowers were in buds then. And within a period of 2.5 weeks, when I returned, this magic has happened, and I was really pleased to have witnessed all of these lovely plants in bloom. So within the lion garden, the walls are adorned by climbing roses of various types, while the borders have a mixture of shrub roses, standard roses, and cottage type plants and herbaceous plants. This nepeta is just buzzing, full of bees. That was the generous gardener. As you can see, these are foxgloves and some other plants I'm not sure about. There are also some tulips which are way beyond their season. There are some formal elements introduced in the form of these topiarized yew plant, quite structural. The focal point of the lion garden is actually this lion sculpture, which is by the late Pat Austin. At the backdrop, we have Shropshire last rose planted in combination with a companion clematis, and both sides are actually flanked by Bathsheba climbing rose. I'm now making my way into the Renaissance garden. At the entrance of it is another beautiful rambling rose by the name of Adelaide Dorlins. On both sides, I'll just try to take the whole scene in so you can see how beautiful it is. Now, this is quite unique in its design. You've actually got a sort of a spiral box hedge which is interplanted by islands of shrub roses, and then you have this little water reservoir running in between. I'll go to the end of it so that I can capture it in a better perspective. Exactly what I mean. This is such a lovely garden design. It's quite formal garden. And then this is one of my favorites. This is Eustacia Vi, and this is a bed full of them. Just get up close. Wow. This is Princess Alexandra Rose of Kent. Beautiful blooms. I've actually got one started off from a bare root. I haven't been rewarded with blooms just yet. But there she is. Beautiful. Then making my way around slowly to this stunner. I hope the light's picking it up right. But this is again Gabriel oak, and your nostrils just find it before you do. Such amazing fragrance. Now I'm making my way through to the long garden. Again, pillars laced by beautiful climbers. Here is Phyllis Bide doing his thing. I could stay here all day. This is General Kleber, Violaceae. These are shrub roses. The Kew Garden currently has lots of visitors in it, so I won't be spending too much time here. But this is basically same gorgeousness repeated throughout. I'll just pan around, but I won't be going through with my camera. There's a lot of, this is beautiful Malvern Hills. Finally, this is the Rose shopping area, divided up into sections. I believe lots of difficult decisions must have been made here at some point. Deciding which rose to get can be quite tricky. And with these, I think I've come to the end of my little tour. I hope you stayed till the end. If you enjoyed watching this, please like, comment, share with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you so much. Bye.